What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Chill Zone. We got a special episode here. We're going to be covering the PlayStation State of Play event. And of course, I got my co-host Lunatic Oblivion joining in last minute here. What's up, man?
Hey guys, sorry I wasn't able to make it originally. I have streamed typically on Thursdays, but my wife had to cancel, so let's start talking about the PlayStation State of Play. So, Vic, what are you excited, hopefully, to see here?
I think PlayStation has to come off big, and I think they're either going to start the show or they're going to end the show with this God of War Ragnarok with the release
Hmm.
date. They said it. They keep coming out saying, "Hey, it's coming out this year. It's coming out this year. It's coming out this year." We've only seen a handful of trailers. We haven't really seen too much gameplay, and I'm just worried to see if this game gets pushed back until next year, like the rest of these big games have been. So I'm eager to see if that actually comes out, and they're like, "Hey guys, it's coming out September, whatever time frame." So I'm really eager for that. But what about you? You got any games you're looking for?
So I'm excited to see some information on Silent Hill because I know
Mm,
we've talked about it previously, but new game maybe remaster. I'm excited. Honestly, this is what I'm excited to see. I've never played a Silent Hill game, and I know they're a staple of like horror gaming. And
right.
as an adult now who can kind of dive more into these games, they're a little old, but I would love to see a Silent Hill now that I'm more of an age where I'm ready to play, where I want to play these games. Also, I'd be excited to see the new Sly Cooper because I know we kind of got hints that there's one coming out. I'd like to just see a teaser trailer. That
Right.
that would be awesome to me. And then in the back of my mind, I always have like things like Jack and Daxter would be cool to see again.
Right.
Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, some of these older games getting a reboot, like Ape Escape.
That'd be
Shit, dude. We
lit.
talked about how Ape Escape's been re-released on PlayStation Now on their new subscription.
Hmm.
You can get this as one of the older games that they've re-released on the console for you. And also God of War Ragnarok is number one for me, but I want to make sure it's done right because
Right.
that's the biggest problem right now. If we get a rushed game, I'm going to be only upset for this being the end of the series for the Norse mythology. I'm going to be really upset if they screw it up.
Right. What's up, Laser? Appreciate you coming through. And yeah, Phil, Silent Hill would be a great one. Roger hit it right there because I think we actually might see a trailer, some sort of trailer for Death Stranding 2, which interesting enough was like I said, Norman Reedus, who plays in Death Stranding, was in the canceled Silent Hill game. So I wonder if they do like a trailer for Death Stranding 2 and then like tease Silent Hill, like maybe at the end or like something like that. I wonder if they can make like a nice transition connection to it. So that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, Sly Cooper, I think that'd be awesome, and I think that maybe if they do like a remastered collection to get build people hype, or if they just add the games to their new PlayStation Plus subscription model, so you can replay them because if they are coming out the new one, that'd be awesome. But man, I was watching IGN here like before we went live here, and they're talking about it like PlayStation is there's not that many first party titles that they have announced. With all of the most recent ones that came out, Gran Turismo, Forza, Horizon, Forbidden West, and other than that, you got God of War Ragnarok and Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Those are like literally the only first party games that have been announced where Xbox has like a whole catalog just waiting to come out.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you here. I'm quite surprised that PlayStation has kind of taken a back seat when it comes to its studios. We're really not getting anything anymore. They're just sort of letting everyone else do the work. And I think that's where Microsoft's shining. That's why Microsoft Game Pass is so good, is
Right.
because all of these games are being developed with Game Pass in mind day one. I'm hoping we see more content to really put Sony up with Microsoft because at this point, we've slowly been seeing Sony come into the game with their Game Pass competitor. They've actually been adding a lot of their old catalog, other services that Microsoft has. They're starting to add. So, like, you're not getting the benefit from Game Pass anymore when you could get it from either.
Right.
Maybe we also see a merge with a streaming platform, so that now we can watch a lot of these Sony movies while also being able to play the games.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some updates to the console, some firmware updates, things like that.
Right.
Stuff to really make what they have shine, because we don't need any new things per se. We just need them to fix what they have to really be more competitive because they're failing at their strengths lately.
Right, and I agree here with Kinky VR here. Yeah, Sony's been taking like a huge step back. Shout out to Kinky, that's my boy. Um, but yeah, they took a huge step back, especially with Microsoft just blowing the gates off of everywhere. Like they're just doing all the right things, and PlayStation is just sitting there like in shambles. It feels like, and they're just I don't know if they can figure out what they want to do at all. Like I'm just really confused, and I'm just really eager to see what they do. But I do know we're gonna see PlayStation VR 2. We're going to see a couple of their games that are coming to that. They did announce that officially that this will be at the show. They did announce 20 games is coming to launch for the PSVR 2. So, and we haven't really seen much. I mean, we've seen that Horizon game and then like a couple like smaller games, but nothing too
And
big yet.
And I think the thing we need to take into account here is PlayStation VR is actually really shitty. It's just kind of like it's like the old Nintendo VR system, the
Oh,
little
jeez.
headset where you sit like this. You're like sitting there with the little play system.
Right.
We need actual VR games, get you up and moving and really going. It's because like at this point, Facebook has cornered the market. If they can start to encroach upon, sorry,
Meta.
Meta's market, they started if they can encroach on Meta and actually build something useful instead of just making a mocked up virtual boy, I think we have a competition here. And I
Hmm.
think that's what will get them to their strength over Microsoft. If the VR console or the VR system added on to the PS5 really succeeds, that's going to be huge. We need to see
Hmm.
actual VR, VR that gets you up and moving around the room as opposed to sitting on the couch with your controller or your two little, party sticks.
Right. Yeah, Kinky here. Like PS5 is such an advanced console, and I think we only have one, maybe two fully next generational games for the PS5, and that was
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank was like one of the
That's
only ones I
so
can really think
good.
of. Yeah, it's phenomenal the way that they use the SSD and the other hardware that's built into the
There's
PS5. There's
but it's like the only game, as you
right.
said.
Right.
Like
And the rumors are like
how
PlayStation plans to cut off their production for the PS4 like game wise by like 2024. So it's just like, why do we need 2 more years of support for that system? Like we're about halfway through this generation because they usually run about 8 years, 9 years between generations. And I'm just hoping that maybe this generation lasts us a lot longer because of how powerful these consoles are. We haven't got to use half of its potential yet, and I'm just like I'm ready for it because we need games more like Gotham Knights where they cut off last gen, no longer making
yeah,
games for the PS4 and Xbox One, which they have previously announced were coming, but now they're not, and I think we need to see a lot more of that because I hate to say it, if you don't got a PS5 or an Xbox Series X or S or even a PC, I feel bad for you, but not at the same time. It's time to move on and stop holding us back.
yeah, and like I get it at the end of the day, you're like, I don't want to upgrade my console, but like we can't have game designers limiting what they're doing for everyone just because of the people who can't move forward. I understand, but like, dude, put some money away every week. Put $10 away every paycheck. Dude, that's $250. $260. If you put $10 away a paycheck, that's in a year, you got $260. 2 years you're saved. Say $20 now. Put $20 away. You're done. In a year, you got $500. You bought a PS5.
Right, and you can trade in your other system. Then they're giving more money than what that console's even worth to people now for trading it
Exactly.
in. So, to me, there's no excuses other than obviously the quantity, like how many are available to buy. But they're becoming easier.
They're available.
Yeah, you can buy them.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So I mean, but besides that, yeah, back to some more predictions. I don't know what else can PlayStation. I mean, I know there's going to be some third-party games here, and I'm just curious to see which third-party games here. Now that they own Bungie, I don't. That hasn't officially gone through 100% yet, but maybe we see some new Destiny content here, because that's still a third-party game technically right now.
Hmm.
Maybe we actually might see a little teaser for Call of Duty again. Maybe they dropped that trailer that just came out today for the live action teaser trailer because the reveals next week, because they might still have their exclusivity like early access, like 30-day early DLC or extra content and stuff like that. Maybe that's still in place because the Activision Blizzard and Microsoft deal isn't hasn't gone through yet either. So be eager to see what third parties come on the stage here.
Yeah, I think that's Microsoft's strength lately over PlayStation is they're They're getting the indie, the third party. They're glorifying the people on Game Pass as opposed to Game Pass itself. They're just
Hmm.
like, if you have Game Pass, look what you get. We don't do any of the work. Look at all this awesome content that's out there for you. And PlayStation's over here like, look at all of our cool content. But like at the same time, we're you're also putting it on PC. So we're struggling.
Right.
Do you want us to get a PS5 and play on the PS5, or should we get a PC and play both consoles on
Right.
PC now?
Right. It's coming to the point where PC gamers are just going to be the best of both worlds. Like if you legit can't decide and you want both, you might as well go to a PC, and you can hook up
Yeah.
a PC in the living room if you want to play on a bigger
And
TV.
and like we've had this argument like 2 years ago when we started the podcast. You and me were back and forth. You're like, consoles are awesome. Consoles
I
are
love the
awesome.
console.
I'll
Yeah.
get a PC. I'll get a PC when I get a PC. But now you're like, dude, PC's the way to live. And at the end of the day, like everyone sees it. Sony, Microsoft, we all see where the game market is going. It's to that PC market. Why build your own first party VR platform when you can just design a game that somebody will buy to play on an already existing VR hardware?
Right. And speaking about PC, I actually think we're going to see some more announcements from their older first party games making that transition to PC,
Yeah.
and maybe even like an updated timeline. Like, all right, cool. Once the game releases on the PS5, maybe 2 or 3 months later, it's going to come to PC or whatever, like timed
Or
exclusive kind of way.
maybe it might just start going 1 to 1. Like maybe we'll see be like PlayStation is now going to be on PC as well, just like Game Pass. Maybe we'll
Hmm.
see that they're like, we're going to start releasing our things day one to PC. That's a huge market. If they can start getting their games designed for the computer,
Right.
we're done.
Right, I agree with Kinky here. He's an
Yeah.
Xbox guy and he's literally on PC now. But it's just like I'm the same way, but like my PC isn't as powerful as my Xbox per se. This can't run 4K, the HDR, and
Yeah.
all that other special next generational stuff. So like when I'm
And then you
playing,
also have to have a monitor for it too.
right,
And like
I have
monitors are
one good
just as
monitor
expensive.
that can support maybe not 4K or not even 1440p, but I have one of the better 1080p monitors. But even then, it's just like it's not what like when we play Dying Light 2 or Tiny Tina's on the PC, it doesn't look that great to me. It looks fine, but like I know it would look way better if I played it out in the living room on the Series
Yeah.
X. So
No,
that's just a
definitely.
sacrifice I'm making right now, and so I can get a much better graphics card. Hopefully, when they announce the 40 series, I can grab a 30.
Okay, so it looks like we're a little ways off here for the state of play. 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So, you
Yeah.
excited?
Uh, I'm just anxious to see if PlayStation can just make some strides, because like
Mhm.
when PlayStation's doing good, it's only going to make Xbox do good. And when you got the two of the three pillars or two of the four pillars, I guess, doing really well, it's just only going to make gaming better. But yeah,
I agree.
cross platform creates disadvantages because of the keyboard and mouse. Well, a lot of games make it so that when it is cross platform, it's actually based off of your input most of the time. Not all games are like that. So if you're playing with a keyboard and mouse,
Yeah.
you're playing with keyboard and mouse players, whether they're on PlayStation, Xbox, or PC.
And you'll notice that a lot now, as you said, it detects what you're playing on in the upper right or upper left-hand corner. You'll see an icon typically for some of these games now where if you switch, like you go from using a controller to a keyboard and mouse, it'll know instantly. It'll change all of your menu icons. It'll change your game. And you can also choose who to play against. All these games, Fortnite does it,
Yeah,
Rocket League does it. You can choose who you play against.
right. Call of Duty's
You
like
can
that
set
too.
that in the menu.
Right, people don't realize that that's what it is with Warzone and any Call of Duty multiplayer is like they group you up. It's cross-platform, but they group you up based off of your input.
There's a,
Yeah, there's a
but you
toggle.
can toggle it.
I think yeah, you can
Yeah.
toggle that, and you can also turn off crossplay altogether if you don't want to play against anybody like on another console or
Hmm.
platform. So it's pretty cool. Like we're gaming is becoming so accessible and be able to play with whoever you want, however you want, wherever you want. It's great to see, and I'm just eager to see what PlayStation has in store. I'm hoping that this is a big conference and not one of those like really shitty conferences that they've been putting out the past couple of
Like
months.
the fucking last one we did was horrendous. We were like, what the fuck was that?
Mm-hmm.
What did we just watch?
Right.
It felt so bad.
Yeah. One more game though before we, because it looks like we got a minute until it starts. I think we're gonna see Forspoken here. That's a PlayStation exclusive that got delayed. It's coming out now
Yeah.
in October. I think we're gonna see a little bit more gameplay. I read the Game Informer thing, and they're talking about the game and the story and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, this game actually looks appealing to me. I'm just eager to see if it succeeds because it's being I forget who it's being developed by, but they what was told is that they have not been doing so well lately. So I was just like, so got to see how
Yeah.
that plays out. But looks like you got about 30 seconds. Any last predictions before the show gets started here?
No predictions really. Just the heebie-jeebies that we're gonna be dealing with another showcase like we did last year. Like last year, we spent 15 minutes watching games and then 15 minutes of just random Ragnarok bullshit. And I was like, I don't want to hear from the developers of Ragnarok how they suck their own dick. Like, I get it. You can do it. It's cool. But like, dude, give me more than just you going, yeah, we're just like sitting here having our office,
Showtime.
I don't want your water cooler speeches. I want actual content.
It's showtime, boys. 3/24, 2023. Okay. I don't think they toggled on their sound.
No, it's on. You have it muted because of watching the show.
Hmm.
You have your Twitch tab muted, probably.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
I've located Baby Eagle.
you do. Your tab's muted.
Yeah, we're good. Technical difficulties. Rip.
My man don't know how to use a computer. Owns it for a year and a half, 2 years, and was just like, oh.
What is this, Silent Hill off Rip?
No? Is it?
Or is that a new Resident Evil expansion?
It's Resident
You,
Evil.
Me.
Or remake?
It's Resident Evil.
Picked the wrong spot to vacation, eh?
Yeah, that's RE.
Yeah, I think Philip is right. This might be Resident Evil 4.
Sacred body.
Yeah. Which we've been getting the whole remaster.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. Sorry, I'm a few seconds ahead.
The difference between watching it on Twitch versus YouTube.
If I could just forget what happened
No.
tonight.
YouTube was behind. I just popped on Twitch and now I'm ahead of your
Even
Twitch.
for a
Oh wow.
second. This time,
No, this looks fucking good,
can
dude.
be different.
Like,
it has
and
to.
it's a year away, so a little far, but
Yeah. It wasn't on my prediction list here, but there were some leaks alluding to it.
it's gonna get PlayStation VR.
That's
That's why it's on the list.
why. Yeah.
That's cool.
State of Play returns, and we've got some great PlayStation updates to share with you today. And thanks to Capcom for kicking it off with Resident Evil 4, coming to PS5
So
with
they gotta end the
PlayStation
show with
VR2
God of War.
content also in development. Now let's get a sneak peek at 4 games in development
Hopefully.
for PlayStation VR2.
Dude, you're right. It's all VR2 play. That's
Now.
literally it.
Let's take a look at him. Wow. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my
Okay.
little brother's
So
kidnapping,
Resident Evil is
didn't
getting another VR
Let's see
too,
how
so you're gonna be able to
special
play the newest Resident Evil
Yes, Mother.
on VR now.
Yeah.
That's cool. Honestly, this is what I'm looking for. I'm hoping it's not controller play, but it's actual VR.
Right. I gotta catch up. I haven't played a Resident Evil game in so long.
Dude, you should play 1, 2, and 3. The remakes were pretty solid.
Yeah, I have to give them a try.
Man blood.
Holy Wish for, Ethan Winters.
Dude just threw his gun from one hand to the other.
Alright, Phil. You got a kinky thing for the tall lady?
And her beautiful hat. Is that what they call them now? Hats. Yeah. She's got a double D hat.
Some camera angles adjusted for trailer use.
Of all people, have the audacity to question me.
Yeah. They're probably not going to show us that first-person view a ton of the time because it's going to disorient a lot of people.
Yeah. To plunder our righteous gains and cut our throats like a demon in the night. What have you done to ensure the future of this forsaken city?
No.
I know.
No, it's just like a zombie game, it looks like. It's going to be like just a unnamed zombie VR game, it looks like. And it looks like it's for friends, too, because I saw 2 humans, it looked like.
Right.
It was I who resurrected it. It was I who shined as a beacon of hope for all. The tower cries out for blood, and I vow to spill it. When the bells ring, the song they sing will be righteous.
Okay, Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yes, Walking Dead.
Chapter 2.
Welcome home.
Oh, yeah, they did have a first one. I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
2022? I guess October timeline. No Man's Sky?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
They just had another big update.
No Man's Sky VR, I guess.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yep. And it's gonna be about robots attacking the planets. Just to think, No Man's Sky is like from 2013. Like, that was when they first started this stuff.
Look at the redemption arc over that game.
I would hope it would redeem itself after like 8 years. Okay, so it's the Horizon Zero Dawn now VR.
Yeah, they announced this last year.
I asked you a question.
Yeah, I forgot all about it.
Everyone says Reyes is a good shot.
Yeah, and I'll put arrows through both of us. You're switching with me.
It's a snap maw. We're not gonna make it.
Right there is what makes me feel weird about the VR stuff. It's like it's just a hand floating. Like, where's the arm?
Redemption is still possible.
Yeah, I get you. It's a little hard to do the arm. The hand tracking is a little bit better. Honestly, you won't notice it once you're playing the game.
Find out why the machines are attacking.
Yeah, I'd play that.
Them shits are hard as hell to
Do that, and you shall be a free man. It will take all your wits, your skills, and courage. You have walked in the shadows, Reyes.
Looks
now,
pretty cool.
It is time to climb into the light.
Nah, dude, Phil, if we're flying in space, going back, flying in space is pretty easy going. I did it with the Star Wars game.
Narrative director at Guerrilla. I hope you enjoyed your first look at Horizon Call of the Mountain, coming exclusively to PlayStation VR 2. We're also happy to announce that a big update to Horizon Forbidden West, including New Game Plus, will be available to download on PlayStation 4.
PlayStation is famous for those day one drops on this. You probably noticed it if you played today, but we just dropped it. Ultra hard.
Out now.
Yeah.
For details on this free update, please check out PlayStation Blog. From all of us at Guerrilla, thank you for your continued support, and please stay tuned for more updates to come.
Cool story, bro.
Uh-oh.
Get ready. A
fan
PlayStation
favorite
favorite
coming
is
to
coming to
PC.
These past few years,
Oh,
sacrificing
shit.
so
What?
much and asking for
Spider-Man?
nothing.
Coming to
If you want to
PC?
change the world, you have
Fuck
to be
yeah,
the kind
dude.
of man who can make the hardest decisions. Do you really need two of those?
You are everything that's wrong with this city!
I'm gonna go,
Do your thing.
You can't just push people around like that.
Just ask for help next time.
Time to bring back the glory days.
Spider-Man Remastered for PC.
Did you just leave your clothes on the kitchen floor?
Is this a game where you're a cat in the robot city? It is.
This is Stray.
Stray, thank you.
This actually looks pretty good.
It looks really fucking good, actually.
This is like, I guess, like humanity doesn't exist anymore after like a post-apocalyptic event, and like you're just a cat.
Yeah. Humanity's been destroyed off, but the robots that serve them have been left behind. It looks really fun, and I know my wife's gonna want to play it. So
Yeah, this is one of the games when they announced it last year. I was like, "Ooh, this actually looks good."
Yeah, no, I said the same thing, and like I was like, "That's so cool." But I know if I show this to Jordan, she'll be like, "Okay, well, I've already purchased it."
Pre-ordered. The collector's edition comes with a cat.
All right. Just like they ship you a box, and the cat's just like freaking out inside. You're just like, well, at least it's alive. Not actual gameplay. Thank you.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a game I'm going to play on the PS5 whenever I get one.
Yeah, same. It looks really, really good.
It'll probably be a good
July
game
19th.
too. It's an indie developed game being published by Annapurna, so.
So
That's
just
exciting.
next month.
Explore a mysterious cyber city in Stray, coming to PS5 and PS4 July 19th. PlayStation Plus extra members and higher can download
There we go.
Stray at
Day
no
one.
extra cost
PS
when it
Plus is
launches
starting to
next
get
month.
day ones.
Up next, 3 games that will get your heart racing.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
That's how they compete with Microsoft now. We get those day one games.
Take a look outside. Did you know that they call Callisto the dead?
Oh, this is Protocol Callisto. Or Callisto Protocol. This actually looks really fucking good. This was originally supposed to be a PUBG like campaign story or whatever, and it ended up being its own game.
Because it just went off so well.
Yeah.
Let that go.
Ooh! That looks so visceral. I love it.
Is entirely
And spooky.
I'm really excited for this game.
I'm just trying to give you a chance
Ugh.
at rebirth.
It looks so good. Unreal Engine 5 is going to be insane.
Yeah, dude. It makes me feel like that Dead Space vibe, and I'm already enjoying it, dude. It just looks so fucked. Just straight fucked, dude. Oh.
We'll have to play this during the day. The lights on.
Oh man, yeah, this is a middle of the day kind of fucking game. Oh God! No! Oh, the fucking meat grinder! Oh. Yeah, dude. This is what I'm saying. The fucking meat grinder.
The Callisto
Protocol.
Right with this brightness on max. Facts. December 2nd. Okay, and it's this year. Man, we got a good big game at the end of the year. I'm excited. This is Sable, right? Or
the year 2030.
Yeah, it is. But it looks like a Sable. It looks like Sable.
Cause I just beat it.
And
but it looks.
No, this is a roller derby, I guess, like a fucking murder roller derby game.
Yeah. But it has that Sable art style.
Yeah, it does. It's that the poly art style. Like poly, not poly.
What the hell?
Going through the fucking ceiling like it was nothing.
This game looks crazy.
It looks so goofy as fuck. Oh.
The world is watching. Roller drone.
Seems interesting.
Yeah, right.
Play it, it'll be hot garbage.
Yeah, right.
If things will ever be normal again.
Is this a Nier game?
No.
No,
this is not Nier.
The lettering and the voice sounded familiar.
Yeah. Captured on a PS4.
Rip.
Right? But if it looks okay on a PS4, then that's only exciting for the PS5.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably on a
agree
PS4
with
Pro, but it's not being able to use any like next generational stuff, so.
The world hasn't ended yet. It's not hopeless. I won't let anyone else get hurt!
This part of the stream's probably gonna get muted.
Science in your corner?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm just fucking with you.
Ew! I'm going to miss them.
I look forward to seeing what you can do.
It looks like the art style of Persona. Like that right there, the animation that we just saw, that looks like Persona to me.
Right.
Eternites.
Interesting.
Ooh, 2023 and it's on a PS4. What a mistake.
Rip. Yeah, that game didn't really interest me too much.
It didn't have enough to it.
Action games and dating sims collide in Eternites, coming to PS5 and PS4 next year. Let's check back in with Capcom for a new look at an upcoming heavy hitter.
Okay. What's Capcom coming out with?
Getting hungry? Final Feast! Meet the new you. Oh shit.
I couldn't see what that said. It said Capcom.
I think it's Street
when
Fighter.
You go looking for strength.
It might be.
It's not like
it
a
looked
game.
like it said Street Fighter.
This journey doesn't have a real ending. Okay then, hope you're ready to begin. If you want to start off on the right foot in this city, hit the streets.
Yeah, hey there, I do this. Never fear losing. And when I get up in the game, you're up here improving. A real problem, but I solve them all face proof. And if you think I'm going forward, then you talking fool. Yeah, y'all wanna win.
Oh, this looks cool, like a action adventure boxing game.
Yeah. It's like a underground fighting almost.
It's Street Fighter.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's like an action adventure Street Fighter.
Yeah, like open world action adventure Street Fighter.
Yeah, see, you're gonna deal with all the Street Fighter characters, because that's what I clearly thought I saw some of the Street Fighter characters. I'd play the shit out of this. Yeah, okay, yep. That's what I thought.
Ready?
Ryu looks old.
This will be a good fight.
What's it gonna be like? You're exploring the world and then you get into a fight and it goes like Pokemon.
Or no, if it just like side swipes and becomes a side scroller without that.
So like
Pokemon animation, just
like Trek to Yomi then, right?
Well, no, because Trek to Yomi was pretty side scrolly for most of it. But
Well, it's like
yeah,
whenever
kind
you
of
weren't
like
fighting, you could do like a 3D exploration, but as soon as there was a fight, it became a side scroll.
Yeah, so this is literally like Street Fighter. So you're gonna be able to go around and do, explore. See, there we go. This looks fucking good, dude. Catch me playing Street Fighter now.
I wonder if it's coming to Xbox.
Maybe.
That was your first look at Street Fighter 6 gameplay.
Wasn't expecting
Mark
that one. There was
calendars,
no
it comes
leaks
to
or nothing
PS5
about that.
and
No
PS4
talks.
in
No.
2023. Now
Tunic.
it's time for 2 indie adventures arriving later this year.
Tunic was an Xbox timed exclusive.
Yeah. So now they're like, hey, we get it, big news, and everyone's like, played it already. They haven't announced the consoles for Street Fighter 6 yet, so it's only been previewed here.
Yeah. Anybody on stream, if you haven't played Tunic, go check it out. You can even turn off the you can turn on no fail mode, and if you want to fight those bosses without dying, like I did, it's a really enjoyable game though. Nice story. I'm surprised it's coming so soon though, because it just came out, so it's only been like it'll be like 6 months between releases.
Yeah, that's not bad. That seems fair.
I was expecting at least a year, but I guess the Ascent was like that. Death's Door was like that.
She set out to record life at the end of this season. To make it real for people in the future. She asked us about living together.
This doesn't look bad for an indie game.
We asked her.
Yeah, right.
Traveling alone.
When the season
Biking
ends,
simulator.
what will remain?
Fucking chat.
As long as I can get the bell on my bike.
Only what she saw.
Okay, so it's gonna
What
be just
she
a fucking photojournalism game.
She carries the sounds of the season with her.
Yeah, no thanks.
That's not bad though.
The way she listened made you want to tell her everything.
I got to look in her journal. The world was telling her its secrets.
This probably tells a really
I
beautiful
think
story.
She even figured
It
out
probably does.
what will happen to us when the season ends.
A game you probably beat in like 4 hours, something quick
Is
and
it
easy.
going?
Maybe, maybe not.
Is it gone?
Not yet.
Season, a letter to the future. And this year too, not bad.
世界中のゲーマーの皆さんこんにちは。ファイナルファンタジー16プロデューサーの吉田です。長らくお待たせいたしましたが、いよいよファイナルファンタジー16の最新情報をお届けする日がやってまいりました。最新のトレーラーとともにインタビューなども始まりますので、ぜひそちらも楽しみにお待ちください。 今世界には本当に様々な困難があります。僕らゲーム開発者にはゲームを一生懸命作るということしかできません。ゲームというエンターテインメントを通じてゲーマーの皆さんが心の底から楽しめる時間を提供していきたいと思ってます。それでは最新のトレーラーをどうぞ。
A world in tyranny.
It's great. Because he was just talking about the real world like that.
Yeah.
Who are we? What are the dominants? The power we wield. It wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us. That its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon.
Of course, yes. Final Fantasy 16.
Another war, isn't there?
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, it is. They were showing it in the beginning part. He was showing that trailer.
The chaos he would wreak would sweep all of Valisthea into the abyss.
Naked people.
I unite the dominants, that we may bring an end to the strife, and found a new order to see us unto tomorrow.
If I take the field, our duel will shake the island to its foundations.
Literally fighting with the gods. Ifrit versus Titan. I hope this is a PS5 exclusive. Let's be honest here.
Yet for every citizen who fought,
It'd be pretty big.
Another can be
It'll be
bred.
huge, yeah.
For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Gotta do that. The core pantheon of Final Fantasy. Cool. There we go. Yeah. 2027. No, I'm just kidding.
I just want to know if we're going to see Final Fantasy 7 Part 2.
Yeah, I was going to say about that early in the show. I forgot all about that. Hey, there we go. 2023.
As long as it doesn't get delayed.
All right. Keep your fucking shit. Keep your mouth shut, bitch.
That's why they don't give you official release dates no more. They just give you release windows.
Don't forget to visit PlayStation
Yeah,
blog to learn
maybe
even
the summer.
more about today's announcements.
December.
See you next
That's
time.
not summer.
That was it?
Close enough.
Not like a one more thing? Okay. Alright, guys. Well,
somebody goes.
Can't believe
Chat
that.
was like 5 out of 10.
First, the PlayStation event just ended. You just missed it. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it, man. Like it was better than last year's event. I think they had a couple big hitters. Yeah, Laser.
Yeah.
It was a short show, 30 minutes. They announced it before the show.
But that's like every show for them. They're pretty standard about the length of their show. They don't beat around the bush.
Right. Where compared to like
Reveals.
Xbox is
We got
going to
release
be
dates for a bunch of stuff. We got a ton of surprises.
Xbox is supposed to be I think an hour and a half, but obviously they're grouped up with Bethesda now, so they got a lot to cover into that point. And with all the studios though, man, they got so much to show. But PlayStation though, like there weren't too many big excitements that were announced other than I guess Street Fighter 6. And then obviously that ending trailer with Final Fantasy 16 was cool, I guess.
I wouldn't say PlayStation's booty. I'm just saying that they've been failing for a few years now, but they've always had strong games. Like, let's be honest, Microsoft's had its fair share of flops, but like I felt this PlayStation event was missing a lot of things that are keeping people PlayStation aligned. As we said before, where was a lot of our PlayStation exclusives? We've got hints that there's going to be, a Jack and Daxter game potentially, maybe a Sly Cooper game.
Right.
Where's our God of War release date? That's what everyone wanted to know.
Right.
And we've been put on hold again, and there's no new event until the state of until we get the event next week.
Yeah,
or in 2 weeks. Yeah. So
it'll be interesting to see. And actually, before I get to my remark efforts, I don't know if PlayStation takes the cake, man. Like their volume of games is very minimum. It's like one here, one there. Xbox is just coming out with strong hitters left and right. And I mean, I'm not saying PlayStations aren't bad, but it's just like there's just not that many of them.
And that's fine. Like I don't want to wade through noise to find the gem. Like I don't want to sit here and sift through actual feces just to find a pearl. Like, dude, I want my games to come hand delivered in a box, just a beautifully fine crafted box. And like Xbox lately, it's just like, we have so many games, day one Game Pass, and you play them and you're like, wow, I'm glad I have Game Pass because this was garbage. And then other things you're like, wow, this was good. I'm glad I have Game Pass.
Right. But yeah, now after watching the show and not seeing God of War, I think God of War gets saved for Summer's Game Fest. Jeff Keighley's show.
That's what I was saying. That's what I just said.
Because last year Xbox did the same thing with Halo. They didn't showcase it at their event. They waited until Summer Games Fest, and then we saw the information for Halo. And we were like, okay, now that makes sense.
And the reason why they're doing that is to dick measure. Because at this point, we know Xbox is going to be big. Xbox is going to have a lot of big things. So I think they're waiting for their big hitters this year so they can throw it against Microsoft because they don't want to be deafened. Right. That's the thing. Microsoft is going to come out with a nuclear explosion level boom, and they don't want to be caught in the noise and not be heard.
Right. And go off of Furt's here. Yeah, Xbox has made a lot of big moves recently. In PlayStation, they just been kind of quiet, just doing their little thing here and there. They had a couple big releases in the beginning of the year with like Sifu, Horizon Forbidden West. So obviously they had those games. But PlayStation recently copied Xbox more or less with their Game Pass in a way. So it's just like PlayStation is known for this. Xbox comes out with a feature, PlayStation copies it and makes it a little different in a way. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. But yeah, I think the game showcase, both for the Summer Games Fest and the Xbox conference, is going to be huge, really, really big.
Yeah,
I think we're going to see a lot.
I think they're saving their ammo for it. It's the new E3, and that's what they're treating it like. Yeah, they're like, oh, we have our own showcase, but I think we're going to eventually move away where Jeff Keighley's just going to be everyone's summer fest. They're going to stop doing their own showcase when Jeff Keighley just does it for them.
Well, interesting enough, this event that we just watched was part of Summer Games Fest. It is a week-long event, or like a 2-week-long event or whatever, and this like apparently like kicked it off. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. There's a lot of big events and announcements coming over the next week. Like tomorrow, there's a Sega new project announcement. I'm curious to see what that's going to be, whether it's like a new console or just I don't know. I don't know what to expect in that one though. But you got any thoughts from the conference that we did just watch though? Anything that stood out to you?
Honestly, I'm excited to see the Final Fantasy 16 announcement. I just hope we don't get Final Fantasy 15 Part 2 because like Final Fantasy 15 had a lot of issues that just kind of really detracted from the game, so I'm hoping we get something better on the series. Resident Evil 4, that was pretty cool to see out the gate. I was really excited to see the remaster and for them to be like, we're doing the VR. We are. Get ready for it. So that'll be exciting, but I hope that playing it on PC, I can still play it on VR. Other than that, they had a few little just games here and there that were like, But the Street Fighter announcement, being able to announce Street Fighter 6 on your showcase, that's pretty fucking big. Let's be honest here. They fucking rocked it.
Right. Yeah, Street Fighter is huge, and I just wasn't expecting it. Like I said, there was no leaks, no rumors, nothing regarding that. So that was pretty awesome to see. Seeing some
hmm
more gameplay about Stray actually was exciting to see. I know that that'll be a game to check out for sure. And what Furtz is saying, yeah, Spider-Man. But interesting enough, Furtz, Spider-Man is coming to PC. Like the original Spider-Man, I just was on the PS4 remastered coming to PC. So that means I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Spider-Man Miles Morales following right behind it, and then with Spider-Man 2 in the near future, it'll probably end up
And
on
maybe
PC as
even
well.
the Wolverine game.
Yeah, Wolverine as well. So there's going to be tons of opportunities if you don't have a PlayStation that you can just check it out on your PC and whatnot. Um, but yeah, Phil, yeah, I think Street Fighter is going to be interesting. It looked like you could like walk around the city and then engage in fights. So that's going to be a different take on that franchise because I don't think they did
Well,
anything like that,
it's
did they?
kind of like Mortal Kombat did, because Mortal Kombat actually did the same exact thing back in the day on Xbox. They had the Mortal Kombat RPG where you would go around playing as one of the as your own Mortal Kombat character, but you would level up and build your character and learn to fight, and you would learn from different people, unlocking new abilities. But every time you challenge somebody, it would be like cut to black, come back in, and the cut to blacks were faster and better done than Dying Light 2. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
But you would cut the black, come back in, and you would just have a side to scroller fighter game like you normally would. Then you're like back out and you go around and explore the world again.
Right, and the last part of Fritz's comment, yeah, the show, MLB The Show, yeah, it was a PlayStation exclusive. Now it's on Xbox and it's on Game Pass, and it comes day one to Game Pass. So that's just a laughing stock at this point. Like, how do you not have that on your PlayStation Plus
Yeah.
subscription? I just don't get it. And Xbox was like, yeah, you guys just go to play. You don't gotta pay $70 for this game. Just go play it, have fun. So that's
Mhm.
pretty awesome. But yeah,
No, it's huge. I think Microsoft definitely crippled them here. So it's definitely a huge hit, I think, against Sony. But Sony still did come out with some hitters today, and I think it was kind of just like, let's do a quick 30-minute showcase.
hmm
And for 30 minutes, I felt like I was still wanting more info. So I'm assuming they should have said, like ended the video with stay tuned for X show where we revealed the big stuff. Like it felt like they kind of blue balled us with this show.
right. Yeah, I definitely agree, and I think we're gonna see some big announcements from PlayStation at the Summer Game Fest.
Ooh,
Damn, you paid 140.
40. My man just fucked up.
Damn, Furts. Yeah, you definitely missed out on that one, dude. Holy fuck. Yeah, it's awesome that when my brother-in-law, he was here visiting from South Carolina, I didn't even have MLB The Show 22 yet on my Xbox, and he wanted to play it, so we downloaded it, played it, whooped his ass, and I'll tap into it every once in a while. Play the Dynasty mode or the Diamond Dynasty or whatever, where you build your team with the packs and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I think the PlayStation conference was better than last year. It could have been better. I do agree. I think we were blue balled. I think we were expecting some more information on the other games that we need information on, not these games that we saw. But what we saw in there was pretty cool. But I think we could see more. God of War, Forspoken, maybe a new game from or Wolverine. Maybe some new updates on that. Spider-Man 2. Like, there's just so much that they just
Like in Final Fantasy VII Part 2, we
Where
got blue
is it?
balled.
Where is it?
Is it, dude? It is now 2 years. Where the fuck is it?
I'm just so confused, dude. Like, why are they working on
Oh,
16 and
fuck,
7
dude.
7 part 2 or whatever? I'm just
Well,
so confused.
Square Enix has so many studios. Don't
Yeah.
forget that. They have a ton of people under them.
Good luck with the tournament, Furts. I'm terrible at the game. I'm still trying to figure out how to really play it. But yeah, Final Fantasy, like, our Square Enix is big, and that's why I think that they were selling off some of their studios to make themselves all more sexier. As the industry has been talking about, makes it easier for another company to purchase them, like PlayStation could.
Mhm.
And I think it's a perfect pairing with Square Enix because a lot of their games have been exclusive for PlayStation. So we'll just see how that goes. But any last comments or remarks before we close out this show this evening?
Nope. Thanks for joining us, guys. I know it was an impromptu Thursday here.
Yes, sir. And where can we find you at?
Hey, you can find me at twitch.tv/lunatic_Oblivion. I'm not sure if you put my name down below. Yeah, you did right there.
It's always there. And of course, you can check me out at Twitter at MrNeverChillin_. Xbox is XNeverSpaceChillin. If you want a game, hit me up there. Facebook is Vic Brubacher. Questions, concerns, you want to come on the shows, any of the shows that I got, hit me up on there. And of course, my Twitch is at MrNeverChillin. Obviously, over at Twitch, so check me out there. But we definitely want to thank everyone again and check us out this Sunday. I believe we do got an episode of the Press Start podcast this Sunday at 7 o'clock. So we'll be back.
The fact that you're confused makes them and me even more confused.
It's okay. Check us out on Sunday, June 5th at 7 o'clock. But thanks again. But until next time, peace.
See ya.